Counselor? There's a raccoon stuck in the vending machine.
That's so annoying. I wanted a snack.
Welcome to Trail Mix.
Our mini episodes from Camp Counselors podcast.
Each week, the stories come from you, our Camp Shady Birch campers.
We want to hear your juicy gossip,
Top secret confessions,
embarrassing and scary stories.
and sprinkle in our sage counselor advice.
Trail Mix is for the campers.
And God, do we love you.
Hey, happy campers!
Welcome back to Trail Mix.
This is our mini episode. She's super teeny. She's really shy and excited to meet you. And this is our mini episode where we read listener submitted stories brought to you by listeners like you. Thank you.
Wait, quickly want to confirm, is this a mini episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be teensy.
It never is it?
No, but we're doing 3 stories now instead of 4. So it's usually like mini-er.
More bite-size for your ear pleasure.
Yeah, digestible, some would say.
Speaking of it digestible, I am so excited for what we're getting for dinner.
Oh my God, we are going to a cute little sushi spot. I don't remember what it's called. Sweet?
I have no idea what it's called, but it's somewhere near the Regal Essex movie theater in Manhattan, if that means anything to you. And we've been there one time, like a year ago, and I've been dreaming of going back. And after we get sushi tonight, we are going to see Wicked. I feel like the last person to see Wicked, and Wicked is coming out technically tomorrow nationwide.
The way that they have just been doing screenings after screenings after screenings, everybody has said that it's great.
We didn't get invited to one screening.
We didn't. And you know what? That's a shame. That's a damn shame. But I'm not going to complain like some people do online that piss me off.
Oh my God, yeah. Like I literally don't care. We've been so busy. I'm like, I couldn't go even if I wanted to go. I'm going on my own dime and I really want to see it. I am really into the longevity of the press tour that is movies today. I think it's fun. I like to see the outfits. I thought the Barbie press tour was so fun to watch.
Don't you think that the press tour in and of itself is an additional story? Because with like Blake Lively and all of that, and also Don't Worry Darling,
yeah,
like when people go on press tours nowadays, there's just so much social media content and so many creators that are invited that it just becomes its own little movie itself that we're watching before, which I guess is 100% the purpose of it.
Need we forget the Color Purple press tour this year with Oprah and Taraji P. Henson?
Well, there was some tea there.
Oh my God, the clip of them at the top of the Empire State Building, you cannot tell me that Oprah did not make Taraji cry.
Mm-mm.
I don't know the story there, but I'm looking to find that out immediately. The Wicked press tour has been like fun to watch. They're definitely morphing into each other. I'm not loving the conversation about their bodies. I think it's weird. I think it's none of our business. And I don't want to highlight that, even though I actually just did by accident. But
no, yeah, but you're talking about people talking about it. So
I just am not going to comment on that because it's none of my business. But I will comment on the fabulous looks and the fabulous turning of the looks.
Yeah, you know what I don't love though?
What?
Also, we haven't seen it yet. And we're just shooting the shit before we go to see it tonight in like 4 hours. But Glinda's her majesty, her staff, not the people who work for her. Yeah, her wand. It looks so fucking cheap. Have you seen it up close?
Do you ever feel like sometimes when they go too far, they should have taken it back?
You think it's too much?
I think it could have been like, I think they did too much and that's why it looks cheap. You think you wanted them to do more?
Yeah, it looks.
I haven't seen the movie.
It looks really cheap. It looks like plastic. It looks kind of like Legos. I'm going to be honest. Like the clear I don't know. I just don't love the way that it looks.
It's Swarovski crystal, but okay.
But I can't be. But that's the thing. It's not glittery. It's not. It's like glass. I don't know. It's whatever. Doubles as a dildo, I guess.
Who are you more of? Are you an Elphaba or are you a Glinda?
I'm an Elphaba, I would say. You know?
I'm like, so Glinda.
Yeah. You're popular. You're gonna be popular. All right, let's talk about that. Ariana, I guess, posted something saying like, hey guys, love that you're singing Wicked. I myself am obviously a Wicked fan, but you're going to have to tune it down a little bit for everybody else who's seeing it in the theaters. I don't think I've ever seen a musical that people would be singing along with in theaters. I don't think.
That's been happening so much lately. Remember that? Well, with the Eras tour,
Yeah, I feel
I
like
kind
that
of
is
felt like
specific.
you all paid for that. Like
Yeah.
you saw the TikTok clips and then you were shocked when you got what you
Agree.
paid for.
Yeah.
I don't know. Theater kids are a different breed. I was not a theater kid. I wish I could have been, but I couldn't afford it. So that was sad. Anyways,
That was sad.
I just think like they're going to do what they're going to do. So if it happens tonight, like I'm going to be annoyed, but then I can also have something to talk about. I love being annoyed. So it's like perfect for me.
Just
I'm
take
kind
a
of hoping
hike.
that I can yell at somebody tonight.
No, it's to me, I feel like it's really fucking annoying. It is. And this is coming from a theater kid. So come at me if you want to, but that argument is null and void because it's annoying on behalf of people who may not have seen Wicked on Broadway or don't know the words. And it's just that annoying tickle of everybody just screaming and singing. Like, I paid to see the movie. You know what I feel like they should have done was pay for like 2 shows to be running at the same time, and one theater you can sing in and one you can't. And I'm sorry if you didn't pay for the one that you can sing in and you wanted to sing, but there were no tickets left and you went into the overflow, which was the one that you can't sing in. That's on you. Like, don't sing it. Just don't. Because like that's going to piss people off.
Well, they're putting signage up to tell people not to sing. So we'll let you know when we can if people were singing or not. I'm excited to see it though. I like to be a part of the conversation. I like to be in the know. So I feel like we're really here to be like when people talk about it at the holidays, like, oh yeah, no, we saw it. No, it's good. No, it's really good. I would have changed a little bit of it. You know, I like that.
Me too. And for the longest time, I was like, why have they not made Wicked into a movie? And I couldn't figure it out.
They've been trying.
So we'll see how it goes.
I'm
but
a little
I'm
nervous
excited.
because I'm going to get sushi and then I know I want popcorn. And I've never had fish dance in my stomach with corn.
I
Like
don't think the fish have had that either.
I don't know if the fish have ever met corn.
They're going to tonight.
Yeah, and it's like I could be so full, but I'm still getting a popcorn. I need it. It's oral fixation for me.
Bring your Swiss Miss powder.
All right. Should we get into today's episode? It's not about us.
Zach used to put Swiss Mix in his popcorn. I would like to try that. We haven't tried it yet.
You're not gonna like it, and I'm not gonna be fooled into this.
All right.
Hate-filled task you have ahead of you.
Okay, let's get into the episode.
I have a story about a Magic Mike misunderstanding.
I've got a bridesmaid's revenge tan.
Okay, and an Amish curse with a distasteful ending. Let's get into it.
Get out of the water and onto the dock. You're not going to believe what I just heard.
Welcome back to Gossip Doc. Who wants to talk a little shit?
Ooh, I do.
I do. Put down that boondoggle keychain. We got some shit to spread, some pots to stir.
Some shit to spread.
Like, oh my God, it was going to be so clever if I could have said it in time. Oh, marmite?
Marmalade?
No, marmite.
What's that?
Cream of wheat?
No, what's Marmite?
Marmite is a famous delicacy of Australia.
Not me thinking that it was like Dumois.
Have you ever heard of Marmite?
No.
It's very polarizing. I don't think people who aren't from there like it. It's almost like peanut butter. It's not like Nutella. It's somewhere in the between.
Oh, Vegemite. Vegemite.
What is a Marmite?
I think you made that up.
Hopefully that wasn't a slur.
We should start selling that in the camp shop if it's not.
Marmite or Vegemite?
Both.
Can we just check that Marmite isn't a bad word?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving forward. Spread your Vegemite. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Vegemite, yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. Hello, counselors. Well, I may be your youngest camper. I'm 22. No, we had a camper right in that was 13. And I was like, that's crazy. I love it, obviously. Like, I want the content to live on for everybody. But sometimes I say things on here and I'm like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Not for the children.
Not for the children. The children love the corn and fish. It's Thanksgiving after all.
Oh my God, it is Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. I find you both hilarious, and today I have a story I think you two campers will enjoy. Oh, and the campers. I'm reading at a 13-year-old level today.
That was funny.
Magic Mike came out this summer between 4th and 5th grade. Oh my God. And unlucky for my small town's only magician, his name was also Magic Mike. Unlike the movie, Mike was a family-friendly magician that the whole family could enjoy. My family and I would often go see his magic shows. In that summer, my cousin got a job at the same theater where Magic Mike performed. So we went to a show almost every week. He has that many tricks.
He has that many tricks, and she had a season pass.
Oh my God, yeah, just say he had a season pass. She's like, she passes. She goes to the fast lane. She holds up her wristband. She's like, oh no, I'm a season member.
Let me through. I'm in the orchestra pit. Thank you.
She also has season tickets to Shenyang. So that's interesting. I made
Did
that
she
up.
say that?
No,
Oh.
I made that up. My first day of 5th grade, the teacher asked us our favorite memory from the summer, and we each shared it with the class. Me, being the clueless 10-year-old I was, told my teacher we went and saw Magic Mike a bunch of times. You should have seen the horrified look on my teacher's face.
Oh, God.
Later that day, I was called into the principal's office. To my surprise, my mother and little sister were already sitting. My mother then had me explain to the principal who Magic Mike was. I had to clear my mom's name because no, she was not letting us watch a movie about male strippers. My mom brought up this story the other day, and it turns out my teacher wanted to call CPS. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that is crazy.
You're taking it too far, too.
Yeah, but also like a 5th grader should not be going to see Magic Mike or listening to this podcast.
I was seeing R-rated movies when I was in 5th grade, not at the theater.
Oh my God, I wasn't. My parents were strict about that.
But the principal told her she wanted to have a meeting with my parents first. Thank God for my principal, because if not, I might have ended up with a new family. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's so crazy.
She's like, I could have been in the orphanage.
She said no signature. She said, I'm leaving this unknown.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Just signed right off. Signed to Annie.
So yeah, I'm gonna name you what's the female name? Oh, Michelle. Magic
Michael.
Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle. Magic Michelle.
What do you think about that story?
That sucks for Magic Mike. It does.
It was a hard year.
Clearly he had it long before. I didn't see Magic Mike. And it's funny because I had the movie.
Oh, I was roaring.
Someone got me the DVD, but I know that Squeegees and ShamWows must have done numbers that year cleaning up those theaters.
Oh my God. Think about it. That movie is so campcore because everybody's roaring. Everybody's shaking their yabos.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And it's Vegas. Who's on the Vegas Strip?
Minky and Minchie.
Like, think about it, you guys. Like, that is a very campcore movie. I love it. I think it's a fun movie. Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. I think Channing Tatum, when he gets for it and he goes hard, we're getting hard.
Oh my God. It's like Stomp the Yard, but in underwear.
I love Step Up.
Step Up. Yeah, he was in Step Up, no?
Was he?
His wife was? Yeah, he was in Step Up.
Zoe Kravitz was not in Step Up. They broke up.
No, his first wife.
Do you know him and Zoe broke up?
Yes, I heard that.
And that hurt me.
That hurt a lot of people.
Made sense.
That hurt a lot of people. But you don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
I'll say it. I'll lift my hand and say it in front of the campers. I like it when two hot people get together.
Okay.
I do feel like a lot of us uggos
us.
Well, that was fresh. I don't think we're uggos, but I don't think people look at us and think like model.
I think a couple of people have thought that about
Okay, well, Jonathan, I'm gonna like put my blinders up and talk to the campers. I just like when two model-esque people get together. It's like because like there has to be some like unreasonably hot people for us all to hate.
When Paris Hilton was with River Viperi.
You're just saying words.
River
Viperi is not
Viperi. He was like on Tumblr. I was obsessed. I said repost, please.
98% of the campers had no idea. 2% of you little freaks out there said, "Of course we know River." And guess what? A river goes through it with you and Jonathan in that canoe.
Amen. This episode of Camp Counselors is sponsored by Uncommon Goods. Spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. The busy holiday season is here, and Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible hand-picked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. They scour the globe for original, handmade, and absolutely remarkable things. Last night, I spent literally hours scrolling on their site, and I'm not just saying that because they're a sponsor. I literally did. Here's just a couple things I purchased. A birdie fruit feeder, a Chinese soup dumpling kit. Now that one, I have to admit, is for me. Custom family fire pit art. It is this gorgeous wall art, and it's everyone in the family hanging out around the fire pit. Can you imagine if we did something like that for Camp Shady Birch? They are truly out of the ordinary gifts. Things you don't even know exist. Like if you have somebody that you're shopping for that you don't know what to buy for them for the holidays, why not check it out? When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches, so shop now before they sell out this holiday season. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/camp. That's uncommongoods.com/CAMP for 15% off. So don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary.
This is a really big secret. Thank God we're on a body of water. This is Confession Canoe.
Welcome back to Confession Canoe. Speaking of canoe, let's get in this river. Okay, so this is the part of the show where... What? Was that bad? Should I edit that out?
No, keep it.
This is the part of the show where you confess something. Literally anything, please. Even if criminal. Don't do criminal acts just to confess. However, if you have a criminal past,
if you already did it, just get it out.
Yeah, we have to spill the tea. Always anonymous and always gluten-free. Okay, here we go. Hey, camp counselors. Admittedly, this is my first time at Camp Shady Birch. I'm here after my bestie in Cabin 5 raved about your podcast, and I finally made the drive up. Okay, she gets the assignment.
Cute.
Welcome.
Loving it.
I'd like to head over to the Confession Canoe and submit a story that will hopefully get me accepted by the cool kids. My story takes place in the ominous year of 2020. During this year, my friend that I've known since I was 11 was getting married, and I was asked to be a bridesmaid. All of us bridesmaids knew she would probably be a little high maintenance, but we had no idea. Let me paint you the picture. Pre-shutdowns, she expressed that she wanted to go to Cancun for her bachelorette trip. A trip that I did not have the budget for, nor the PTO for. When some of the other bridesmaids said that they were unable to come, she said she would settle for Miami, which was also undoable for me. After I let her know that I wouldn't be able to fly for a week in Miami, she was not understanding in the slightest. She went on to tell me that if she couldn't afford to go to a friend's bachelorette, she would, and I quote, sell herself on the streets. Oh, this girl's psycho, like, please. Well, the pandemic arrived and got me out of that mess. For her actual bachelorette, we went to a destination 4 hours away where she was a complete and utter bridezilla.
Ugh.
Getting through all the details would take us until the last day of camp, but trust me when I say it was an absolute nightmare. Shutdowns and restrictions were still very much in place, and we were pretty limited on where we could go and what we could do. We did everything we could to make it a fun weekend for her, but nothing was good enough or made her happy. I'm going to tell you right now, this marriage is not going to make her happy unless her new husband is as miserable as she is, because misery loves company. She's a mess. I'm over this. We didn't get a single thank you. At one point, she had the audacity to look at us and say, "This is the lamest bachelorette ever." In that moment, I almost dropped out of her wedding party on the spot. But I did know that once I was no longer obligated, I was going to end the friendship. The week of her wedding, we received a very detailed Google Doc of wedding day info. This included how the bridesmaids were and weren't allowed to look at the wedding. I feel like I understand that to an extent for high maintenance people, but I'm just not that person, so I would never do it. But
I do get that. I get that.
Not when it goes extreme, though.
Yeah, but like at a baseline, like I think we all need to be on the same color scale. Like that's fine.
Right.
And I think if I was a bride, I'd be like, can I just see your dress ahead of time to make sure that it matches the vibe?
Oh yeah, dresses and like hair. Like let's figure out the dresses and the hair for
and
everybody.
Like makeup, like let's not do like clown makeup.
Well, yeah, but they usually have like one makeup artist who understands the hashtag assignment and just kind of handles it across the hashtag board.
I'm just saying, yes.
Now, usually bridesmaids have reasonable expectations, but this was ridiculous. Updos only, because her hair was going to be down. I feel like I kind of get that one. Camper, I'm on your side, but like, okay. Pastel pink nail polish and no French manicures, because she was getting a French manicure. I was getting angrier and angrier reading the restrictions in this document and the strict rules I had to adhere to. I think she's also just already pissed off at this girl.
Also, if you're going to require a certain nail, like, are you paying for that at day of?
Right. Supply, please.
Yeah.
You demand, you also supply, bitch. Thinking about the awful cotton candy pink dress we had to wear, despite the fact all of us bridesmaids hated them. So she picked it out. I mean, I get it. It's her wedding, but that's annoying. All the bridesmaids are like, this is a heinous color and we absolutely hate the cut of this. But yeah, we'll wear it for our girl. Then it hit me. She said nothing about a spray tan. The wedding was in early September. I did not even need a tan, but I went to Zoom Tan. Just felt the need to let us know which one.
Zoom Tan.
Zoom Tan. Zoom in and zoom out.
Do it remotely.
Oh my God. Do it remotely on Zoom with Zoom Tan. It's just a filter. Okay.
They just mail you a glove and a can and they're like, we'll watch.
Nope, you're doing it wrong. This is so freaky. I walked in and with the biggest evil grin on my face, I said, I'll do your highest level spray tan, please.
Oh my God.
The spray tan was around $40. I did not care. I was elated, delirious, and vengeful. In the booth, I paid no mind to the voice telling me to rotate my body. My whole front got 2 coats of a level 3 spray tan. Now you're kind of just like setting yourself up for the next few weeks of you having to deal with this.
I don't care what I look like. Revenge is a dish best served sprayed.
It's best served tan. This reminds me of that episode of Friends when Ross does it. He gets like 3. Zach didn't want Friends, but campers, I know somebody did. He gets like 3 coats of spray tan on the front because he wasn't following the directions. It was a mess and a hilarious episode. My whole front side got 2 coats of a level 3 spray tan. As I left, the girl at the counter told me I can rinse off after 8 hours. But there was no rinsing off. I would be as orange as humanly possible. The wedding day came, and I was excited to show off my work. Other bridesmaids nearly spat out their mimosas at the sight of me. They were proud, yet terrified of how Bridezilla would react. To my luck, the bride was too busy to even realize I existed, let alone that I was 50 Shades of Tangerine. Oh my God, that's almost 50 Shades of Grey, which is almost Magic Mike. Mm-hmm. Connecting dots here. So to my luck, the bride was too busy to notice that I was 50 Shades of Tangerine, the only thing that could have soiled my plan. Well, what was she going to do at that point, you know? Because, counselors, I wasn't done there. I knew that this wedding would be the last I would see of her. She was due to move states away just a month later. Whenever there were group photos of the wedding party, I made it my sole duty to be right in the middle. Not on the end or off to the side where I could easily be photoshopped out, but right there in the middle where your eyes immediately are drawn to the orange skin of a scorned bridesmaid. For the rest of her life, she has to look at those photos and see me looking like an absolute eyesore in what would have been a picturesque photo. Since you're wondering, we no longer speak. What if it was like plot twist? All the photos were in black and white. That's probably what she did. That would have soiled the plan. Okay. I hope you enjoyed my story, counselors, and I hope this serves as a cautionary tale for other campers. Be nice to your bridesmaids. Love your podcast, counselors. Signed, the Tan Camper in Cabin 9.
I wish we would have known what happened when she found out.
I know. I wanted more details of like if she was pissed, if she would have chunked
I'm sure she wasn't happy.
No, I bet she wasn't happy, but she's probably just like over the shit. Be nice to your bridesmaids, seriously.
That reminds me a lot of my show.
It does. And we'll leave it at that. Scary stories around the campfire.
Welcome back to Scary Stories Around the Campfire. Cozy up with a mug of mule. Copper, if you got it. Things are about to get spooky and might as well be lit on the way down.
Let's do it.
Dear counselors, I'm blaming the Amish. My crafty husband, who is also an avid listener, decided out of the blue that he was going to craft us a drying rack from a plan he found online. There is something so romantic to me about clothes drying in the sun while you lounge in your backyard with a cool beverage in hand. But I digress.
I got it.
What a hook. As my husband is crafting this behemoth made of wood and dowels, my sweet cat Richard and I are pulling weeds in our garden. I deadhead a marigold, and out spills a large congregation of earwigs. Foul, 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 foul. A large congregation of earwigs coming out of a chrysanthemum?
It was a marigold.
A
What's
marigold.
a deadhead?
They're marigolds!
What's a deadhead?
When you're deadheading, you're like cutting the tops of the flowers so that then you have new regrowth.
Oh,
so it was an old, you do it usually in like end of seasons.
Oh, I wonder,
beginning of seasons.
Are earwigs like privy to the marigolds? I guess.
Earwigs are like, I think, one of the most diabolical and scary insects.
They're really gross and they have little snippers. Like, what does a little bug like that need pinchers for?
Wax in the ears.
Gross.
While I was startled by the sheer number of the creepy crawlies, bugs in the garden are a good thing. Okay, positive. The next day, I decided to take my fancy new 6-foot-tall drying rack for a spin. It was glorious. After a few hours in the sun, I gathered my clothes, put them in the basket, and plopped it on my bed to be put away. I did not, however, put the clothes away immediately. Oh no, I know where this is going. I got distracted and didn't get to putting everything away until later that night. Then we crawl into bed. My husband and our cat, Richard, are all in our usual spots, and we begin to drift into a peaceful slumber. Our cat, Richard, always sleeps at the foot of the bed. So when I felt a slight tickle on my leg, I assumed he was just repositioning himself. Then I felt it again and noticed Richard, the cat, was not near me. I gasped. I keep adding the Richard and the cat.
Oh, okay.
It's in here, but I like to say both in the same part. Jumping out of my bed, roaring, I turned on the light.
Oh my God, that's so spooky. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but a door just started creaking. It better not be an earwig.
And what do I find? Not one, but 2 earwigs in the bed.
Oof.
The horror. My husband, who had just fallen asleep, was less than amused that the lights were all on while I was shrieking about the bugs in the bed.
Yeah, he's like, hello, I was trying to sleep. But also, I have my leg hair. Hey, it's a little long. I get it. But sometimes it'll tickle on the covers. And I'm freaking out because I'm like, it's a bug. And then I got to turn my flashlight on my phone and then do some digging to make sure it's not a bug because then I can't sleep peacefully. You know, did anybody ever get to the bottom of that old wives' tale that you eat 8 spiders a night? Because I don't think that that's true.
I'm eating at least 15 and I'm eating them sober and awake.
I wake up in the middle of the night. You're just sitting in the corner eating spiders.
I'm crunching.
You're hungry. It's a midnight snack.
So her husband sees her tormentors, scoops them up in his hands calmly, and puts them outside. As I lay wide awake in the dark, unable to settle my brain, I remember the marigold. Okay, write that down for your book title. I remember the marigold. After I had unleashed the party of earwigs from the marigold, they must have made their way onto our new drying rack and hitchhiked a ride inside on our laundry. The next morning, I can't help but shake the feeling that there were still some unwanted guests lingering in the house. Trying not to be neurotic, I go about my day. In the bathroom, I brush my teeth, scrape my tongue, and then grab my water pick. I placed the removable head into the water pick and turned it on. Ew! The water had a disgusting rotten taste. I had just refilled the water a few days ago. Was it mold? I turned the pick on again, but this time nothing comes out. That's weird. I try again. And to my horror, what did I see? An earwig lodged in the head of my water pick like Augustus Gloop.
Oh, no.
The horror! I had just shot the bug juice from a squished, stinky earwig in my water pick into my mouth.
Ooh.
I gag. I am a changed woman. I will never be who I was before this catastrophic event. Has someone placed a hex on me? Was it Julia Roberts?
Did she say that?
I added that. I throw away the water pick because I will never be able to use one again. My teeth will rot. I added that again. And of course, blame my lovely husband for bringing this cursed Amish technology into our lives. I burned Palo Santo to remove the bad energy from my earwig hex and now use floss. Sincerely, the cursed pick-me girl in cabin 2.
I see what you did there.
P.S. Your pod has brought me such joy to my life, and I recommend it to my husband and my mom, who both tune in weekly, and has been a fun connection for all of us. Love you.
Oh, cute.
Thank you.
Hi, family.
So much. Fam bam, we're all here in the earwig cabin.
The earwigs are listening.
No, and I was already very vocal about how much I hated earwigs. And to think of one juicing itself, like a green juice, and shooting it into my teeth beds.
Oh, I don't think a water pick is ever the way to go. I've never used one. Disagree. I don't know if that's necessarily true, Ellen, because I've heard that they are a little too violent on your gums.
I think it depends. Not every gum is created equal, and they don't want you to know that. But I'll tell you that right here on this here podcast. Some of us have tender gums. I am prone to gingivitis, hereditary.
Is that hereditary?
Yeah, it is.
Wow, I didn't know that.
The dentist told me that. It's in my bloodline.
I don't know. You might want to talk to your dentist. A different dentist? I don't know if that's necessarily true. Maybe if you're prone to it. Maybe because if you come from a long line of...
I'm glad that we got the gaslighting on camera.
No, I'm just saying, I've never heard that is what I'm trying to say.
I've never heard of someone that can't get a brain freeze, but here I am believing you.
Oh my God, what if it's all an act and I'm just a really good actor and I get brain freezes all the time and I just push through just for the bit?
Will you give the campers a witch's shriek?
No. Why? That was so random.
I just wanted to hear it from everyone.
I do this witch's shriek and it comes out randomly.
He won't give it to me when I want it. And I thought if I got thousands of you here, he would do it on mic because it's my favorite thing.
I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even know how to do the register. It just comes out when I'm like hyper.
Well, I thought a story about an earwig would get you there, but it didn't. Camper, look out, because one day Jonathan will be so generous enough to share his witch's shriek with you.
Yeah, I've never done it seated either. I think I need to be standing up.
Yeah, you usually do it when you're running out of a room.
Yeah.
I never see you do it. I just always see the back of you.
And that's what it's like. It's never been captured on camera either. It's like Bigfoot.
I'm getting excited thinking about it. And I'm actually getting sad at the same time because they're not going to hear it.
Maybe I'll do it when the kids are singing tonight at Wicked. If people start singing, I'll just do the witch's shriek. It's the most appropriate place to do it.
If he has two of his own individual like holders of sake before the movie.
Oh, and
sake,
I will.
He'll be roaring. He'll be shrieking.
We'll be shrieking.
Oh, they were shrieking in the theater.
All right. Well, that's all we got for you for this episode. Thank you guys so much for submitting your stories. If you would like us to read your story, yes, that's right. You could be on this very program. You can go to campcounselorspodcast.com or send us an email to campcounselorspod@gmail.com. So today is Monday as this episode comes out. Wednesday, which is the day before Thanksgiving in America, we will not be putting out an episode, but fret not. We do have a juicy vlog for you from the Mall of America, which we'll be talking about in the following week. So you'll have a whole week of knowledge before it hits the airwaves.
You got to see it to believe it. Who told you you can't have it all? You'll have a ball. There's a place for fun in your life, Mall of America. There's a place for fun in your life, Mall of America.
Yeah, so we will not be here November 27th, but we'll be back on December 2nd and December 4th up until Christmas, and then we'll take another little break for the holidays. We all got to reset a little bit.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of fun stuff going up on Patreon this month, a lot of fun episode plans for great stories. It's actually going to be, we're going to like really close out the year strong here at Camp Shady Birch. I just think like all of the programming is looking airtight and a lot of fun. So
also, if you are considering becoming a patron, you will get access to everything we've done before. So like when you sign up, it's not just the vlogs we're going to put out. It's every vlog we've done before. And there's tons that is on there. 2 whole years worth of vlogs from our counselor era, our coastal counselor era. Lots of fun to be had over there.
yeah, so thank you for listening. Thank you for being a Cabin 5 member. Thank you for tolerating us. And we'll see you next Monday. And with that being said,
Lights out, campers.